Dear Pennies and Pens, it's your girl, Loud Pen, but you can call me Penny. Today's vlog is called Penny Unboxing Interview X by XIUMIN, okay? So, first of all, let me say thank you so much for watching, checking out the Penny Black YouTube channel, and supporting my business, ISLP, The Ink Spot LLC. So ISLP, The Ink Spot LLC is a creative production company based in Dallas. We create original products and produce events to inspire and empower pennies and pens to ink the life that they've always wanted. I am very passionate about Black culture because I am obviously a Black American woman, but I'm also very passionate about East Asian culture, which is why I do so many different K-pop unboxing vlogs and album reviews and concert vlogs. So I incorporate all of that into my products and content. So if you want to learn more about ISLP, go to our website, islpdtx.com, and you can check out our brand, Pennies and Pens, which is our vegan fashion line. I'm wearing one of our 100% organic cotton t-shirts right now, K-Pop Kings, because we're talking about XIUMIN, who is the oldest member of XO, which is one of the most iconic, legendary K-pop groups. If you're not a stan, then that's on you, but they still iconic and legendary, just so we are clear. Okay, so anyways, XIUMIN released his second mini album, Interview X, on March 10th, which was now technically last month because it's April 1st that I'm shooting this. So we're gonna just go ahead and unbox all three versions that I have. So I have both of the photo book versions, and then I also have the interview book version. And what's cool is that this set, the photo book set, was a pre-order so I could get the photo cards. So I have extra photo cards that I'm gonna definitely share in this unboxing vlog. So let's go through this version first. So this, I believe, because I don't remember which one is the Zoo version, which one is the men version. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, I'm always so unprepared. So let's go through this version. Sorry, I don't know if this. I think this is the Zoo version and this is the men version. I think that's how it goes. But I just want to unbox this one first. So we're going through this one first. That's the front. This is the back. This album, I did not know what to expect as far as the packaging. I knew to expect great things as far as the music because XIUMIN is hands down, in my opinion, the most slept on member of XO as a soloist. Like, everybody knows about Baekhyun, Kai, Lay, Kung Soo, Chen. You know what I'm saying? But where is my boy XIUMIN at? I'm just saying, like, great vocalist, great dancer, great actor. And again, this is not directed towards EXOLs because I know it's plenty of EXOLs that love XIUMIN. I'm talking about like in the broader context of K-pop, like people who are not EXOLs, like not in the fandom directly. They're the ones that probably don't know how powerful and talented and versatile XIUMIN actually is. But my EXOLs that's within the fandom, I know y'all got me. So, okay, anyways. I wasn't sure what to expect with this album as far as the packaging. Why? Because when I first saw the album in the store, because I had pre-ordered it online, so I didn't go out and buy another copy at the local stores like I normally do, because when I saw it, I was a little disappointed because I was like, oh, it's pretty small. Like, I like big, wide albums because the photos will be bigger, and it just feels like you're getting more. So when I get a smaller album like this, I'm like, I don't know. I usually don't vibe with the smaller albums. But this album, even though it's smaller in physical size, it packs a great punch because there's so much beautiful content on the inside. And then on top of that, I feel like this does encourage you to want to order more copies because it is so small and you're like, I can make room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've already ordered. Let's just unbox. All right, so this is the first photo. Gosh, I'm just bending and breaking the album. Okay, so it's like his eyes, and this is a cool design feature because this is kind of like a see-through clear paper, so then you can see it on the other side, and then his eyes again. And then we have the official opening of the album. And then the first shoot in this particular album is this like shoot of him in this all white fit with a veil. I love this shoot, but I'm still really torn about this goldish filter that they use. I think they should have just used the natural lighting because it looked better in the natural lighting, but I guess they wanted to make it look gold, make it look kind of like, I don't know, angelic or something. I guess that's the look that they were going for, but it just looks yellow. Like the way the gold looks against his skin, it just looks yellow, which is weird because he's Korean, and then it brings the, you know what I mean? Like without actually saying it, it just, I don't know. And I know that's not what they meant, but I'm just saying it looks weird, you know? So it's not my favorite, but I do love the styling in this look, and it's a beautiful shoot. I just don't think they should have used that yellow lighting or that filter. However they got that gold look, I don't like that gold look because in the photos it comes off looking more yellow than gold. It doesn't look like golden, and like, I don't know, it just looks weird. So it's not my fave. But the shoot itself was absolutely incredible. But zoom in, again, visuals, vocals, dance. Like, if you're in EXOL, you know how bad this dude is. This dude is incredible. That's why some of the drama that was surrounding his comeback, that I'm not going to really, like, talk about, but, like, that's why some of that happened, because there are people that are just, like, a little bit intimidated by how powerful he is as a soloist. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can come, first of all, he's coming from one of the most iconic, legendary groups in K-pop. Like I said, even if you're not an EXOL, you cannot deny EXO's like influence just on the industry as a whole, and like what they've actually done in the past 13 years. You cannot deny that. So, like, he's already coming from one of the most iconic, legendary groups in the industry. And then he's the oldest member of said group, which is a big deal from the standpoint of, because although Suho is the leader officially, it's a big deal in that all the little brothers in EXO look up to him. You get what I'm saying? So when you're thinking about Kai and Baekhyun and Lay, who, like I said, are more well-known as soloists outside of the group to the broader context of K-pop, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, so I feel like there was some, yeah. But he just came out and just straight up slayed this. Like, I just feel like he did so well with this comeback. Everything was just incredible. The way it was rolled out, the photo set, you know what I'm saying? It was just incredible. And then, like I said, once I actually got my pre-ordered copy, sorry, y'all, my albums keep about to fall. Hold on, let me just stick them over here so they don't fall off my lap while I'm trying to shoot the vlog. Okay, so, yeah, but that's why I was like, yeah, and I didn't want to, like, focus on that, too, because this just, yeah. So that, oh, and then I keep babbling, but y'all, this all black look right here. This all black look right here. Bestie. Sweetie, bestie, I just work here, but I'm telling you, I'm trying to get a promotion. I'm trying to get promoted to the top of the EXOL fan club. Sweetie, how do I get promoted? Okay? How do I get promoted? Because I need to get promoted. Like, I need the promotion. Like, I can't just work here anymore. I need the promotion. I need to be management. I need to be EXOL management. Okay? Because this is worth being management. This is worth applying for the management position. Okay? This is worth it. All right? Because I'm telling you, if I could just not see the little blurry photos on the Weverse page and actually be able to see the photo because I have a membership. Don't act like you be seeing the blurry photos because you ain't bought the membership because you don't have no money. Y'all, stop it. Bestie, stop, okay? Stop it. All right, so we got that. And then we just got the lyrics to all the songs. One thing I did like that I want to call out too is that I do like when they do cool stuff with the lyrics pages. So like all the song titles all have different fonts. So I thought that was cute, and it's obviously like customized to the song, and then there's the 2 more songs, and then that's the album credits, and then there's the CD. And let me show the CD. So that is what the CD look like. Okay. And I love too when the CD is like easy to get to in the album. You ain't gotta hunt for it, because y'all know Penn likes to play her actual CDs. Let's take a sip of water because we've been talking for 10 minutes. All right, now this is the Zoo version. I had to do the men version first. We're going a little backwards because this version I'm literally obsessed with. Okay, so this is the front. This is the back. And then unlike the men version that I unboxed first, I'm obsessed with all the shoots and every photo in this version. Like I said, I like the first shoot in the Zoo or in the men version, but I didn't like that yellow lighting or filter. I don't understand all of that. I don't understand all of that. All right, and so then boom, we got this. This is the first photo, and again, they gave us that same effect with kind of like the see-through, or it's printed on both sides. I'm not really sure what I should call that effect, but it is very cool. Then we got the photo of him facing the other way. And then we have the album actually opening. And what I also loved about this album as far as the packaging is the diversity that he gave us in the photos. Like as an artist, like, you know, you're going from an all black look, you know, black leather pants, like a see-through top, like a cool silver necklace. And then you go to like kind of this is like the geek chic look with the suit and the tie and the shorts. But it's a short suit, and then the socks, and then the curly hair. It's a totally, totally different vibe. So I really like how it's a totally different vibe with each album version and shoot. And then these photos are just too cute. Like, how could you resist him with the bag of the Lay's chips? I mean, that is just adorable, obviously. Obviously, besties, this is the most adorable thing we've seen all day, is XIUMIN eating Lay's chips. Okay? And then we have this. And then, boom, we have this. And then we have this. And this. And then we have these. Like, it's just... He really, really slayed it. Like, this is seriously one of my favorite albums as far as the packaging. And the photos and everything, it's bigger than it looks, too. That's another thing. Like, once you actually open the album up and you're going through it, the photos aren't as small as they look. So, it like I said, it packs a big punch for smaller packaging. And then I'm also hoping that this is because he's either planning to do another mini album before the end of the year or a full, and wants to go a little bit more all out on the packaging for those. But this shoot right here, this Rockstar Zoo, y'all. And can we talk about the songs real quick? First of all, it was funny because I was scrolling through the comments earlier on the music video for We, the title track, and somebody was like, my favorite part is We. And I was like, that is my favorite part. Like, literally, I'll be at work and I'll be like, oh, We. Like, I'll literally do the dance. I'll try to do the dance move and everything. Like, oh, We. Like, it's a whole situation. So that's also my favorite part on the song We. Can't Help Myself is the perfect way to start the album. It just has so much swag. I'm also obsessed with Switch Off. Every time Switch Off comes on, I'm like, let's switch. I'm like, oh my God, I was about to start singing it like I'm zooming. Like, okay, I didn't want to disrespect your art and your craft, king. Like, let me stop. But that is just the new classic, like Switch Off. That's up there with some classic like Luther Vandross type stuff. Like that's the kind of song that only come around every 20, 30 years or so. That's a special song. There's something about Switch Off. I don't know, y'all. I just work here. Then Lost in Paradise. 1 minute, he's an R&B crooner on Lost Paradise. Then the next minute, he's a gangster rapper. And you're just like, it's all zooming on. Ain't no features, though. Ain't no feature, bestie. Lost Paradise features nobody. And then there's Love Is You, which was written by Bestie Chen. Thank you to Chen, the most amazing bestie. Although Chen, better luck next time on winning the bestie game, because Bacon had won the bestie game, so he apparently knows XIUMIN better than anybody else. So Chen, we gonna get you there, bestie. But hey, thank you for writing a great song for XIUMIN called Love Is You. The song is just so Chen. It's just a ballad. It's so Chen. If you know Chen, you're like, oh my God, this is so Chen. It's just adorable. It's just adorable the way these three interact, CBX, XIUMIN, Chen, and Bacon. And yeah, so, but back to the album unboxing. But look at how good he looking. I mean, bestie, look, bestie. Oh my gosh. And then the sun is out, and this is just the perfect time of day to be shooting a vlog, so I'm getting the best lighting, bestie. All right. Killing it. Killing it. All right. Killing it. All right. Okay. And then this. All right. Pen's getting tired of talking, and she is ready to get some comida. I'm ready to eat, sweetie. I'm ready to eat. All right. And there's that. Okay. And then we got like a couple of more. And then we got the lyrics again. Pretty much the same design. So we ain't gonna really show too much of that. And it's the exact same CD design for this version too. So we're not gonna, you know, just keep repeating ourselves. Okay, so now this is the interview book version that I'm gonna unbox next. Now keep in mind, all my inclusions are stored in here. So this is like my little XIUMIN folder for the time being. Okay, so this is the front. This is the back. All right. Oh, and then I got to show my poster pulls at the end of the vlog. I almost forgot to show my poster pulls because I already hung them on the wall. So that's why I forgot. But yeah, okay. So first off, let's just show the inclusions before we start unboxing the interview book version. So these are the 2 additional photo cards that I got to go with the 2 photo book versions. These is the pre-order benefit. Oh my God, it's rabbit blanket version too. So this is rabbit blanket version. So I got 2 photo cards since I ordered the set. Oh my God, these are 2 of the most adorable photo cards in my entire collection. Like these are a gem. This was worth that pre-order. Okay, and then we have the all white fit photo card. Now you see how that lighting looks better in the natural lighting, how it just looks, I don't know, something about it looks better in the natural lighting. But I love this photo card. I think this is that photo card too that also looks a lot better in person. And then that's the back of it. And then we got Geek Chic Zoo for the next photo card. Boop. So I think I got like a photo card in each album. And then I got like that pre-order set. And then I got cute little sweater, Cheek Cart Zoo. Okay, so that's cute little sweater, Cheek Cart Zoo. And then we've got an Instagram story written in Korean on the back. Sorry, sweetie. Oh, and just because they're in here, I'll just show my brand new photo cards because I never got to unbox that album for y'all. But I do have 2 copies of brand new. I have the digipack and one of the photo books. So those are the 2 photo cards that I pulled from the album, and then that's the back of those. But might as well just show those on camera real quick. All right, and then it came with these little film inserts. These came in the photo book version. Want to make that clear. These film insert little bookmarks came in the in the photo book versions. And then I believe so did these little Polaroids. I think these Polaroids came in the photo book version too. I'm starting to mix up what came in what version. Because whenever I like unbox the album, I always unbox off camera so I can know exactly what's in it. And then like after I do that part of the unboxing, then I don't remember like what went where and all of that stuff. And then there's this cute little, I guess you could call it just like fun little inclusion where it's like a photo shoot that he did on his laptop. And then this is just like the result of it. But it kind of like talks about it inside of the interview book version. But this is what that all looks like. But it's just adorable. It's, again, something that I'm showing on camera, but it looks a lot cuter and is more fun in person. Okay, and then here's the CD in the interview book version. And this comes in like a little file folder, which I thought was cute. And it's just the CD. The CD is kind of just like a plain white design. Okay, and now we're going to get to the photo book version, or the photo book from the interview book version. Okay, so this is the front. And then this is the back. What I absolutely adore about this version, the interview book version, is that it's themed around Mac, Apple, iPhone, and as a Mac user, as an iPhone user, I'm obsessed because I just feel like I'm going through his phone. You know what I mean? And so as an EXOL, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm getting that chance to go through XIUMIN phone, but not in an obtrusive, nosy way, like in a fun, fan way. Like, this is what he's choosing to share. You know what I'm saying? So it just has like the track list here, and then there's all these cute little things like watch, sweet home, personality, playlist, closet, place. And so it just takes you through the various elements of XIUMIN. And so I think that's why like the album was called Interview X, is because it's an interview with X, with XIUMIN. So it's a way to get to know him and who he is as a person and as a man, as an artist. And so this page, and I'll be honest, I only ordered this version because I thought it was going to come sooner than my photo book versions. And so I wanted to hurry up and get the CD. But really, like, this version, they came at the same time, which is fine. But I wasn't expecting much from this version. Like I said, I just got it so I could go ahead and get the CD sooner than later. But this version is actually my favorite. And so on the right side, you see he has like the behind the scenes kind of photos. And then on the left, it's like the more serious photo of like the actual way the photo came out. And then again, this is, like I said, the get to know you version. So he has like his movie recommendations here. This is a photo of him sleeping on his couch. And then it says he needs to charge. But if you look at it, like I said, it's all themed around an iPhone. Like the lyrics for Can't Help Myself look like a text message, you know, combo on an iPhone specifically. And then you've got more of like the fun behind the scenes photos. It's kind of hard to hold this album and unbox it because it's not together. It's like separate. Okay. All right. That hunger pain is hitting, y'all. It's time to wrap up the vlog. Okay. And then we got more Rockstar Zoo. All right. And then we got the lyrics for We, which is in the iPhone No. And then we got the lyrics for Make You La La, which is a song that I completely forgot to talk about. But that song is seriously Rockstar Zoo. It's a song that did have to grow on me, but now I'm obsessed with it. Now I'll be like, la, 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 wanna make you, la, la. I'm just jumping around the house like an idiot, screaming to Zoo at the top of my lungs. Okay? So that's that. And then we got this. Alrighty. And then we got this. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm being ghetto at this point, but it's trying to wrap it up. It's 22 minutes of me talking. Okay, that's... And then this is also a much cooler effect in person because you're seeing, like, it's like a poster, but it's like half the design. And then if you put it together like this, you can see the whole. You feel me? So it's cool the way they designed that and put that together. That's pretty dope. And then on this page, we have the lyrics for Switch Off. And what I love about this page is like it talks about what he likes to do like in his free time. And then it's matched up with the song Switch Off, which is when you're supposed to like turn the light switch off, just chill, relax. I think that's why Switch Off is such an iconic song because like, you know, and we do throw that word iconic around a lot, like I've been reading in blogs and stuff. But it's like, when you think of the idea of turning off a light switch and like turning off the lights and like going to bed, relaxing, whatever, it's what Switch Off the song reminds you of. So it's pretty incredible what he created with that song. It's a modern classic for sure. It's a song, like I said, you only get every 20 or 30 years. It's a really, really special song. It's past, oh, it's going to go viral and everybody's going to like it on Instagram. It's past that. It's just like, it's in its own canon. Switch Off is very, very special. Okay? All right, and then Lost in Paradise, which is my queen song. Even though I just babbled, I keep going on and on about Switch Off, I'm at a dead tie. I can't decide what a favorite song is, but I'm obsessed with Lost in Paradise. And I think I keep calling it Lost in Paradise because that's what he says in the song, but the song's actually called Lost Paradise. But the reason why I think I'm so obsessed with that song in particular is because if you were to hear it and not know XIUMIN, you would literally think that the rap part is a feature, but it's him. It's him singing and rapping on that song. And it's just incredible. Okay? And then we have more getting to know XIUMIN with Zoo's playlist, and then the Interview X. And then I just love this. He collects LPs, he collects records. And I love this because he's actually holding the record correctly and putting it onto the turntable correctly, which is how I know that he actually does collect records. Because the amount of K-pop artists whom I love, who I've just seen not hold a record correctly, just irritates the shit out of me as a collector. And the reason why it is a big deal is because if you hold a record improperly, you could literally ruin the playback for the rest of the... you could literally just completely ruin the playback to the point where you can't play the record, which is a big deal because it's like, well, then why do you have the record? Then you wasted money and time getting the record. So it doesn't matter if it's a classic old record that you've had for forever or if it's a brand new record, it's a big deal. And then keep in mind, newer albums retail, like a newer album, I say newer album, I mean an album that just came out in 2025. Those albums would retail for like 40 to 60 bucks. Like Lady Gaga, you know, just dropped her new album, Mayhem, right? That album is retailing on record for 40 bucks. So if you were to touch it in the middle, in the grooves, you just ruined $40 for what reason exactly? Because you didn't hold it right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it irritates and drives record collectors like me crazy. So don't hold records wrong, okay? Even if it's just for the aesthetic of a photo shoot, hold it right, okay? Because you're ruining the record and literally for no reason. And then if it's an old classic record, like I have this old Stevie Wonder record that from the outside of it is seeing better days. But it's an album that I have that originally got printed in 1972 that I'm still playing in the 2025s. Like, that's pretty incredible because no one touched the grooves and ruined the record, okay? So that's my rant. All right, so this is the last page. I love that XIUMIN has all black in his closet because I have the exact same thing. The only white I have in my closet is the Pennies and Pens t-shirt. The only black I have in my closet is the Pennies and Pens t-shirt. So there's that. And then him putting the pillow or the towel on the pillow to say he had just recently dyed his hair is adorable. And then this is the hint that they were talking about with the X photo shoot. So they have the photo shoot here inside of the photo book. And then you have the results in the little film book that I showed y'all earlier. Okay, so that's the Penny unboxing XIUMIN Interview X. 27 minutes of your girl talking. Let me pause and show y'all the posters I pulled, okay? Peace. All right, so this is poster number 1. All right, and then this is poster number 2. Thanks for watching, y'all. Penny unboxing XIUMIN Interview X. Peace.